Welcome back to the Travel Agent Senior Podcast. I'm your host, Rachel Kay, and I'm a travel agency owner that helps travel agents build a business that builds them up. If you'd like more information on how I can help you outside of this podcast, please head to elevatewithrachelk.com. Thank you. Day 37, the Travel Advisor's Client Journey Map. There are 6 phases. Now, day 35 started with the client communication philosophy. Then we added client communication standards. Now, if you're like, but what do I even do? What else can I do to make this better? Let's talk about the client journey from when they work with you. So I'm going to go over the 6 general phases, and you can listen to this in the car and be like, why can't I take notes? Or you can take notes. These are your options. Phase 1, inquiry to consultation. That's when they've already been searching around for what to do for their specific type of trip that's tied to the niche and your ICA, okay? So they've been looking around and they're just like, this is the worst experience of my life. I'm trying to plan this awesome vacation and I don't know anything. And then they find you. So from the moment they inquire, can I work with you maybe? What's it like to work with you? And this could be as simple, not easily, as simple as kind of like part of your marketing strategy, how you introduce yourself, like what do they do to work with you kind of thing. They find you on some kind of platform, or maybe it's a referral, who knows. But anyway, phase 1 is the inquiry to the consultation, okay? What are you communicating? How quickly are you responding? Remember the response times. Remember your purpose for communicating with them. Is it time to start overwhelming them with education and safety and travel prep tips? Or is it time to be like, I need to listen to you? And then the consultation, right? You do the consultation. That's the majority of you need to be listening to them and seeing what they want and if it makes sense and if you can serve them. Then you have phase 2, from consultation to your proposal. Do you have a set amount of time that, like, you don't have to communicate in between consultation to proposal, but obviously you want to have a service agreement that they sign, possibly a fee that you charge, and you want to give them an estimated timeline of when they're going to get their first or only proposal from you. Okay. So that's really dependent on your business model, how many proposals you'll be willing to send. I do a maximum of 3. But that's up to you. So what are you I can't talk anymore. I'm communicating too much. Oh my gosh. And my microphone's just flying away from me. Oh, here we go. Stop it. Stop it. Uh, Okay. For example, I will send over the service agreement, the invoice for my fee. I give them so many days uh, to sign the service agreement and pay the invoice. Otherwise, it's assumed they've changed their mind. Like, I'm not that butthurt about it. I typically give 5 business days for it. Okay. And then I do their onboarding. But for me, this is for like wedding groups and a little bit of wedding planning stuff. So I'll do their onboarding. Like, here's where you can find all of your resources to plan your wedding, blah, 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 blah. And then I have to make sure the wedding date's available before I send the full proposal for the estimated costs and the room block. I don't even start on until they're like, this is the one we really, really want, you know? Like, I'll request the rates, but I'm not, I don't like to do that. If it's an FIT, I will, same thing, service agreement, invoice, pay the invoice. I don't have to onboard them for anything, but I will say once the fee is paid, I'm going to go ahead and start doing research, and I will get you typically the first proposal back within 2 to 3 business days. I like to do more time than not because I don't know if I'm going to get sick. I don't know if there's going to be a family emergency. I don't know if my house could lose internet power or catch on fire. Like, I have no idea what could happen. So I don't want to be like right on top of that, Rose, and try to get it done immediately. Plus, I already have work I'm already doing. So if I set the expectation of you can expect to see this in 3 business days, if I have the time and I get it done even sooner, then they're going to be like, wow, that's amazing. Okay. Proposal to booking. How much time do you give them? This is closing the sale at this point. You do not want to give them weeks or months to figure this out. You want to give them days. And if they don't comply to your methods, you have the right to be like, you know what? You're kind of wasting my time at this point. I'm going to need several $100s because I got to make money and you're wasting my time. Time is money. So, how much time after the proposal should they make a decision on either getting the next proposal in? Like, they're like, I don't really like it. But, like, for me, I do offer up to 3 and I just send them all. I send my one that I think they'll really like first. And then I send the most expensive one if it's not the one they really like next. And then I send the worst one last, typically. The one I'm like, this is not, this is all I got left. I don't know. And I usually like to give them about 2 days to decide after all 3 get in. If sometimes after the first one, they're like, love it, let's deposit. I don't like to waste my time with them, with people. Like, and you shouldn't either, because if you are giving them weeks and months to make a decision, you're telling them my time doesn't matter. Just and you're giving real people pleasy, and you're just saying I don't matter as much as you do. My time doesn't matter as much as you. I don't have as much out going on as you do. I'm the like the beta of the pack, of the imaginary pack of this business transaction. You don't want to go full alpha and be like, I'm the worst and I'm a jerk, but you need to be, I don't know why I went into alpha and beta, but you need to be assertive. Like, you don't want to be too aggressive and you don't want to be too passive. Be assertive. This is how I do things. Take it or leave it, bud, for ma'am. I feel like those are the 2 most offensive terms you can use against an adult. All right, no problem, bud. Thanks, ma'am. How did you feel hearing that? Okay, anyway, then from booking to departure, that's back to your communication philosophy. That's going to be, I mean, all of these tie to your communication philosophy with their top communication needs. But what do you do? What do you communicate from the time that they actually book and pay in full to their departure date? Then you have during travel. What do you communicate and how often do you communicate? And then you have the post trip follow up. So I think we've talked about the client journey map in other episodes. And don't worry, I will refresh your memory on a lot of these things. I find that having constant reminders of different things that one should be doing when they're self-employed has been very helpful. It's been helpful for me, and it's been helpful for a lot of other advisors that I've helped to just be like, hey, do you still do this? Hey, you doing this? Hey, you gonna do this? But not in like a naggy way. That's not my goal here. My goal is to just be like, don't forget this is a thing. And you don't have to do it. You can do whatever you want. Okay, so that tying all 3 of those together episodes, like you should be able to tie 35, 36, 37 together. And with your communication philosophy, just talk to yourself in the car, yell at me. I don't care if you're driving in the car listening to this. Just be like, yeah, this is my communication philosophy. And here's some things. Hopefully you'll remember it. I advocate writing things down rather than typing it out or doing voice notes. You will remember it better if you write it. Now, I'm going on a tangent here. If you do voice notes, it's also good to listen to those voice notes and then write it down. That'll help you retain it to your memory even more so than typing it somewhere. Okay. Both of those things together, hearing it again and having to write it down will help commit it to your memory. And now I just went on that tangent. Sorry. So you have your communication philosophy. You may be talking it out to yourself right now. Please write it down as soon as you can. You have your communication standards. You can always come back and listen to these other episodes if you need a refresher of like, what am I doing again? Your best option is going to be join the success circle because there's a whole dang old workbook that's all fill in the blanks, all done. Not all done. It's not like here, we just built this business for you, but it's going to have everything that we've discussed and a little more, actually, and workbooks to write it all down if you want to print off these pages and basically have your SOPs done. Okay, if you like this episode or any other episodes, please share. We do appreciate that. Please subscribe. And by we, I mean the royal we. Please subscribe. Share with a travel advisor who also might find these at least entertaining to keep you sane while you build your business and some decent insights. And I will see you tomorrow.